Good afternoon once again from Springfield Central High School. The pit is where we are. This is feature court number 2. Feature court number 1 is Baptist Bible College. And then throughout this week, we've had games on Facebook Live. I believe those have come to a close. As we move into the evening hours, we'll be in these 2 gyms. So any games that you want to see from this point on, if you can't get to the gym, feature court 1, feature court 2. Tomorrow, we'll have Central and Willard. We'll move BBC action to Willard. And then Saturday we finish up at Evangel. This game, Trinity Pacific Crowns from California taking on Dallas HSAA. Dallas is in the blue. Trinity is in the white and gray. Ball in the air, and we are underway. That was an interesting tip.
It was. I was kind of surprised the Trinity Pacific player just allowed it to fall right in front of him.
Paul Gilmore alongside. And we're underway here in our next ball game. Cade Brown. Contact there with Nolan Balikian. And quick foul for Dallas. Wichita Defenders and Indianapolis Wildcats are coming up next. That's our boys 18 and under Division I Elite 8 game. Schwartz, Micah Schwartz. I'll try and give you full names till we call him a few times. Schwartz with the 3 ball, won't go. Rebound, McCade Brown. And Jake Thompson will pull things back. Skip pass to Bullard. That's S.J. Guess. Pull up jump shot, no good. Under the basket, nice rebound by McCade Brown. And Dallas is on the board, 2-0.
Yeah, good move by McCade. He was pretty far deep under the basket, spun the other way, laid it up and in.
M-C-K-A-D-E Brown, McCade Brown. Good basketball name right there. Micah Schwartz with the headband. That is Nolan Balikian, number 13. David Crago. Balikian, left-handed player. Had a great game last night. Schwartz with a crossover, block. Nice block by, I think it was Jake Thompson that got the hand on it. Working our way towards championship Friday and Saturday. We'll have a lot of Final Four undisputed action between now and tomorrow evening. And then Saturday morning, 2 final undisputed championship games. So we're getting to the good stuff.
We are. That ball tossed out of bounds. Just want to quickly walk through how these teams got here.
Sure.
and where they're going. So these boys have won their respective divisions in the boys 16 and under and won the gold ball. And then they entered the gold ball showdown series, which we talked about in the last broadcast. However, in the boys 16 and under, there was only 6 teams in the gold ball showdown series versus 8. So instead of a bracket, they're doing pool play. 2 teams of 3. Or sorry, 2 brackets of 3 teams.
3, right. So how'd you like to be the guys that have to sit down and figure that out?
Well, that's a lot of schedule making. I mean, you think about the amount of teams that are playing this week, the amount of gyms, and the logistics of who's playing where. It boggles my mind.
What was the final number of teams? 368, was it?
Yeah,
something like that?
Yeah.
368 teams in Springfield. Do the math, folks. Average of how many kids per team, plus mom, dad, sister, brother. And they all come to Springfield. They stay here, eat here, shop here. It's quite a week for Springfield. Maddox gets his own rebound and puts it in. 4-0 Dallas.
So this is the pool number 1 of the boys 16 and under, as the jumper is up and good for Schwartz. He gets Pacific on the board. This is pool 1. So far, this is the final game of pool 1, actually. Trinity Pacific lost to the Moline Patriots 51-39, and Dallas also lost to the Moline Patriots 49-42.
3 ball off the mark for S.J. Guess. Dallas with some big arms defensively as Balikian gets to the hole. His first 2 points of the game, Nolan Balikian.
Yeah, great pass from Schwartz.
Tie ball game at 4. Schwartz and Balikian with 2 for Trinity. Maddox and Brown with 2 for Dallas. Jake Thompson up top there. They go right off the screen to the hole goes McCade Brown. He's got 2 more.
And he's shown a lot of good body control. I mean, that's 2 plays now down in the post that he's used his body to his advantage and put it in with no troubles.
Noah DeVico floats down the lane, gets the ball, can't make the shot. Into the lane goes Maddox. Trying to add to his 2 points. Comes up short.
Yeah, but the Angels have gotten a lot of good looks beneath the basket.
Balikian kicks out for a 3 from Isaac Myers. Opposite corner out of bounds, back to Dallas. Dallas, one of those teams to me throughout this tournament, not only this year but in years past, just seem to have long reaches defensively. It seems like they're always in the passing lane. They're wreaking havoc defensively. Another one of those teams. We've seen so many in the tournament, but Dallas has that tradition. When you think Dallas HSAA, very solid defensively.
Yeah, and when you go up against them, you know you're going against a team that's very well coached.
Bullard misses the 3. Ball on the floor. McCade Brown going after it. S.J. Guess will pick it up. Bullard skip pass. Lucky to get that one through. Maddox misses on the other side. And we're going to have a Dallas foul.
Well, we've been talking about Trinity Pacific as a program hailing from California, which is a fun thing for them to either fly or drive 24 to 26 hours for the national tournament.
I wonder how 46 feels like to them, what it feels like, if it's really cold to them or it's a pretty cold day here in the Ozarks.
Yeah, from what I understand, I believe they're from Thousand Oaks, California, which is over there by Los Angeles and Malibu, so this might be a mite chilly for them.
Nice runner by Max Bullard. It won't fall. Schwartz pulls up the 3-point line. He's not afraid to shoot. Jake Thompson will grab the loose ball and dribble the other way. 6-4, approaching 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. 2 team fouls on Dallas. Nice head fake. S.J. Guess to the lane and scores.
Yeah, I mean that's what their bread and butter is right now. They've got McCade and Maddox and Guess all able to just get to the rim almost at will.
This Trinity Pacific Crown team got off to a really slow start yesterday and then found their stride and never looked back. We had them, I think, in the 8:15 or 9:15 game yesterday, which was, California time is 7:15 in the morning.
Right.
We talk about the players having to get up early and get around. Your body says, now wait a minute. 8, 9 o'clock game. I was told coaches want their kids up, around 5:30 in the morning. Back that up 2 hours. See what your body says. 8-4, 14.7 to go here in the first quarter. A couple subs in. Isaac Myers and David Crago into the ball game for Trinity Pacific. Of course, my reaction to that was, well, they're young men. They don't like to go to sleep anyway. No big deal to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
That'll change.
Yeah. Yeah. 6:30 was hard for me this morning. 5 to go. Into the lane.
Oh.
Isaac Myers drops down.
Yeah, good block by Bullard.
Balikian will throw it in. Steal by Thompson. And the first quarter comes to a close. Dallas with an 8-4 lead. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment here on YouTube from Central High School.
They will tell you you're not tough enough.
Incredible, the fact that obviously, I mean, walking out of here.
You're not strong enough.
Says, let me have it. Whoa, no.
You can't get back up.
Yanni Rubens Barbosa.
You can't succeed. You can't win. You never ride the world's ranked sports. But I disagree. I'll tell you this. When you get back up, you will succeed. Yes, you can.
Sim, você pode.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Second quarter underway. Trinity Pacific basketball. That's David Crago. Isaac Myers. Coming up to set a screen. Brannigan Miller goes back toward the basket, but they can't get it to him. Swartz. Nice hop step.
Swartz has had really good body control and good shots. He just hasn't been able to hit any.
Ethan Maddox, good look underneath to McCade Brown. Brown's got 6.
Yeah, the defense lost Brown underneath in transition.
Kind of the way it went yesterday for Trinity. Slow start, as I mentioned, in the first quarter, but they hit their stride and became a totally different ball game when they did. 3 ball for Myers. Connects. 3 for Myers, 2 for Swartz, 2 for Balikian. For Dallas, Maddox with 2, Guest with 2, Brown with 6. They keep the middle of that floor cleared out for a drive like that. We're going to have a blocking foul on Trinity. It'll be Ethan Maddox. No, we're throwing it out of bounds. No, we're going to shoot 2. That's what I thought.
Yep, they did say shooting 2, but they also said the foul was on 42. Okay. So a lot of numbers being thrown around, but Brannigan Miller was called for the foul.
McCade Brown, his first trip to the free throw line. Misses the second. Trying something new on my score sheet. I'll let you know how it works out.
Okay.
Trying to do a better job of tracking free throws here. Ethan Maddox. Pull it back out. Jake Thompson back to Maddox. Screened by Brown. Brown peels off. Going to set another screen on Swartz. And the putback. I believe that was Ethan Maddox.
It was.
He's kind of screened out.
Yeah, he's done a great job of driving the lane. And that time he did it all by himself, going all the way to the rack and laying it in.
3 ball for Swartz. Jump ball now. Stephen Herndon checks in for Dallas, number 23. Herndon, Guest, Thompson, Bullard, and Brown. That's Bullard. Thompson with the leaner. Balikian, nope, not Balikian, that's Ezra Fekas, number 12. That's Balikian. Great left-handed shooter, guard, very versatile young man. And Swartz gets 2 more. He's got 4.
That's an exact copy of what he tried earlier. That time it falls for him.
Drive along the baseline. Brannigan Miller. makes contact with S.J. Guess. That'll be a Crown foul. Landon Frazier checks in for Dallas. Noah DeVico back in for the Crowns. 3 ball for Guess. Good strong rebound by Stephen Herndon.
Yeah, it's been a little strange watching the HSAA players who, just by eye level, most of them seem a little bit shorter, but they're out-leaping the Crown players for the offensive rebound and putbacks.
Yep. Timeout taken by Coach Jay Myers. He calls for a 30. Couple seconds tipped off our game clock. I don't know if they'll put more on or what they'll do there. 2 team fouls apiece. Trinity Pacific in Dallas. 6-point lead for Dallas HSAA. So HSAA, one of the A's is for Angel. What's the other HSA stand for?
I'm actually not sure.
I wasn't sure if Angel would carry. We had the girls' game the other day, and they were same thing, Dallas HSAA, Angels. But I didn't know if the guys' team was also the Angels or if there was a different acronym they were going to use.
Yeah.
So it is Angels.
It is. I've always known that program as the Angels. As a matter of fact, when we were growing up, we called them the Blue Angels. I'm not sure if they still use blue as part of their moniker, but they are the Angels.
Well, growing up, I've been a fan of the Flying Blue Angels for a long time. They put on quite a show. Balikian gets fouled. He'll shoot 2.
They're going to call that foul on Maddox.
Scott Staten, our other broadcast partner, was alongside yesterday for this game yesterday morning, and we kept commenting on Balikian, his frame, his desire for contact. Wondered if he played football. He loves to give contact. He receives contact well. That's part of his game.
Yeah, those players that are physical and love the physicality of the game, it can be sometimes a blessing and a curse, because if you are physical in a game where the refs don't really allow you to be physical, as Herndon lays it up and in, you get in foul trouble.
Right.
But at the same time, you absorb that contact and you are better for it sometimes when you get those and ones.
Schwartz probably wishes now he had shot it instead of throwing it into traffic and getting the steal here. Lay in for S.J. Guess. He's got 4. 8-point lead for Dallas. Schwartz off a screen from Balikian, and we're going to have an offensive foul. I'm guessing that was Balikian with a moving screen, maybe?
It was. He was sliding his feet as the guard is bringing the ball down, and when you're setting a screen, as soon as contact is made with the defender, you have to stop moving. Otherwise, it's a moving screen.
Approaching 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Screen and roll. They'll go away from it. Maddox working Schwartz. Shot goes up, no good. Schwartz yesterday stopped and popped from right there quite a bit. Balikian will shoot the 3. Got it.
A good-looking shot from Balikian. Not only is he going to drive it and take it low, but if he can knock those in as well, showing his versatility.
Yeah. They're probably more than I can think of, but left-handed point guards, you just don't seem to see very many of them. At least, I don't think so.
Right.
But he does a pretty good job. He can do that. He can run out and play the wing. Nice screen set. Schwartz comes up empty. He'll reset Myers. Schwartz, again a drive. That's what I love about Schwartz's game. He'll burn you from outside, shoot right over the top of you for 3, and then out drive you to the basket as well.
He's crafty.
Very crafty. 3-point lead now for Dallas. 3-point ball missed there for Guess.
This is going to seem a little contrarian, but Guess all game long has been chewing on his mouth guard with it hanging about halfway out. And in my opinion, what's the point of the mouth guard if it's outside of your mouth?
It's a nervous thing. Got his own rebound and put it back. Ethan Maddox with 6.
I really like Maddox's game. He's got a smooth handle, good-looking jump shot, and he's got a good motor in following his own shot.
One thing about Trinity I've noticed, they spend a lot of time on the left side of the floor. Very, very few things go right. Stay center or left. Great steal from behind or knock away by Schwartz. And I'm not sure if that's due to the fact that Balikian is left-handed. You'll see him a lot of times start at the top of the key and then slide his way down the left side of the lane, get it on the left-hand block, roll into the lane and shoot there. Ball won't drop for Guess. Maddox, pull-up jumper, going to his left. David Crago. And as I say that, they set up on the right side. Noah DeVico down the right side of the lane.
You're absolutely right, though. I had not noticed that until you said that. But when I think about Schwartz and Balikian and all the guys from Trinity Pacific, they've been on that left side. Far court from us the entire game.
Nice dive by Guess. He's fouled and will shoot 2.
They're going to get DeVico for that foul.
Noah DeVico. That name rolls off the tongue.
May have taken a little bit of a hit on that foul. Seemed to have been grabbing his right shoulder a little bit.
SJ. I was trying to think why that name sounded so familiar. Remember the movie Blindside?
Yes.
Little brother was SJ.
Okay.
6 points for SJ Guess. 5-point lead for Dallas. As we approach the end of the first half. Been a pretty clean first half. Schwartz. Back to Isaac Myers. That's his second 3, and that was a deep, deep 3 to cut it to 2. Dallas led 8-4 at the end of 1. They lead by 2 here, 23-21. Second half coming up. Again, this is our boys 16U Gold Ball Showdown pool game. And we'll have the second half for you when we come back here at Central High School on YouTube.
As a young girl playing tennis, I always dreamed of winning an Olympic gold medal for Puerto Rico. Entering the 2016 Rio Games, I was ranked 34th in the world. People said I had no chance to win the gold medal. The odds were against me. No woman representing Puerto Rico had ever won Olympic medals of any kind, and no woman or man had ever claimed gold for Puerto Rico. They said just to be an Olympian was good enough, that the competition was too good, that I should treat this as a building block for my career. They said go to Rio and just enjoy the experience. Well, I did. Yes, I can. And with real-time pain relief, so can you.
They will tell you, you're not tough enough.
Incredible, the fact that obviously, I mean, walking out of here.
You're not strong enough.
Says, let me have it. Whoa, no.
You can't get back up.
Yanni Rubens Barbosa.
You can't succeed. You can't win. You never ride the world's ranked sports. But I disagree. I'll tell you this. When you get back up, you will succeed. Yes, you can.
Sim, você pode.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I train for something that should be impossible. When 8 seconds can change your whole life, it's not really about the seconds, it's about the hours. The hours that I spend preparing mentally and physically. It's about being the last one to quit, no matter how bad you hurt. If you dream of winning, you better be ready to earn it. Yes, you can.
Real-Time Max is Real-Time's most powerful lotion. Real-Time Max delivers fast pain relief to persistent, intense pain, including deep muscle pain, cramps, and over 100 types of arthritis. Loaded with peppermint, Real-Time Max provides a powerful burst of fast, minty pain relief.
I used to think that living with aches and pains was just going to be part of my life, but now I have a secret weapon. Real-Time Pain Relief Cream. I just rub it in and the pain is gone. It smells great, doesn't burn my skin, but don't take my word for it. You can try it yourself for just $1. Order yours now at tvpainrelief.com. Again, that's tvpainrelief.com. Real-Time Pain Relief. It will be $1 well spent.
Second half underway. Trinity basketball. They trail by 2. Balikian saves it from going back court. Over there on the side. Craigo kind of seemed surprised by that pass coming his way. Swartz through DeVico. Balikian. Isaac Myers down the left side. Jake Thompson with the rebound. Nice move, contested by Swartz. Now we've got contact between Maddox and Balikian.
When Swartz blocked that, I was trying to think of a clever use of Schwartz and Schwat. She swatted that, but it didn't work.
This team from where at in California?
Thousand Oaks.
Thousand Oaks.
I think over by Malibu.
Man, I bet they're wishing they had a beach close right now. It's kind of cool here.
Not a bad place to be homeschooled.
No, not bad at all. Lots of movement as they get the ball in. Swartz to Balikian. Spins into the paint. He's usually going to go left. He may start right, but he's going to swing back toward the goal. Use his left hand. Nice spin move by Maddox. Swartz there with the rebound. Going to get Bullard with a foul there. You start on Monday and you think, boy, we got a full week of basketball. There's all these games to be played. And you get to Thursday and you think, man, it's almost over.
I know.
It's crazy.
It's pretty incredible just how much time flies.
360-some teams compete through the week, and it winds down fast. Noah DeVico gets 2. Tie ball game. 8-4, the end of 1 in favor of Dallas. 23-21 at the half. Now we're tied at 23. Foul on the floor. Going to be charged to Ezra Fekas. No, that can't be right. He's not even out there. I thought he said 12.
Yeah, I thought he did too. I think it ended up being 11, which is Schwartz.
Okay. Good idea, trying to go to S.J. Guess there in the lane. Trinity with a chance to take the lead.
I believe that would be their first lead of the game if they can get it.
I believe you're right. Balikian for 3. Can he get it?
Oh.
He's fouled. We're going to shoot 3. S.J. Guess guilty of the foul.
So Balikian's going to have 3 chances to give him the lead.
Knocks that one down. 1 of 2 earlier. Nolan, a big part of their victory yesterday, kind of getting them going. He and Schwartz were kind of the motor for a while yesterday. Helped them turn the corner and get the win. 3 for 3 there. 4 of 5 in the ball game.
Because of what you said earlier, I was trying to see if he had squared his shoulders up as a lefty free throw shooter, or if he was a little off kilter. I don't think I could quite tell from up here.
Brown from the free throw line. Schwartz with the rebound. Balikian over here on the wing. Nice defense by Dallas. Hands up, and they get that steal.
Schwartz had the good look, but great hands by Guest to tip that away.
Missed jump shot by Bullard.
Dallas has gone a little bit cold here to open up the second half.
Balikian, jump stop of the lane. Can't get the reverse. Bullard down the left side. Going to go into the lane. Scoop shot and good. First 2 for Max Bullard. We talked earlier about offensive players using the baseline to get where they want to go. And when Schwartz got underneath the basket, he didn't have anybody to pass to. He had lots of blue jerseys in front of him.
Yeah, and it would have been a tough angle even to take a shot.
Yeah. So for Dallas, it was almost like having a 6th man on the floor because the basket kind of became a defender of sorts.
Jake Thompson threw that ball away. He had 2 open players, but unfortunately was expecting one to cut and threw it right between 2 of them.
Dallas coached by Steve Herndon. Trinity Pacific by Jay Myers. Trinity Pacific with 4 timeouts left. Dallas has all 5 of theirs. All alone up top, that's Crago. Myers loses the handle but recovers. Balikian, good look inside. Reverse for Schwartz, won't go. And he reaches in trying to get a steal and commits the foul.
Yeah, tough foul for Schwartz. And he's going to get teed up for slamming the ball. As Rafekis comes over and he'll replace him being Schwartz. Stephen Herndon wants to check in. Yeah, I think Schwartz was doubly frustrated there because he missed the not necessarily easy look, but when he got the pass, he had an attempt at a basket that he missed. And then he also had an attempt at a steal, but just a second too late as he went for the steal. He was called for the foul. And just those things piling up.
I'm not sure what all the discussion is about, but all we got to do is pick somebody to shoot some free throws. That somebody's going to be Jake Thompson. His first free throw of the ball game. No pressure there. Buries both of them. And Dallas is a perfect, nope, they're not. 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Technical means you get free throws and the ball in this scenario. So Thompson, after hitting the free throws, will go to work. 3 ball for S.J. Guess, and there's a 5-point swing.
I just noticed he's a lefty as well. A lot of lefties in this game.
Or everywhere. There's a lot of lefties in this tournament. It's crazy. 3 ball answered by Isaac Myers, his 3rd 3 of the game. Although it's kind of like you buy a car, you think it's unique, you haven't seen it on the road, you buy one, and all of a sudden you see them everywhere.
That's fair. I don't own a Tesla, but I see them everywhere.
We bought a vehicle back in 2013, and they were kind of getting popular. Hadn't seen very many, and boy, the next few days, weeks, months, they were everywhere.
Was it a Lamborghini?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought we were on that Steve Largent money.
No. Not the Hall of Fame wide receiver, Steve Largent. His paycheck's a little bigger than mine.
You had me fooled, though. I would have believed it.
Dallas gets 2 more.
That was Stephen Herndon.
He's got 6. Dallas with a 3-point lead. Under 2 to go here in the third. It's funny how much that comes up. In just the 3 days of the tournament, I've probably been asked a half dozen times. So you're not by chance? No, I'm not.
I love how the assumption is that you're not.
Yeah. Belichian with 2 more. He's got 11. I have met him, do have pictures with him. However, I was probably about 10. He and Jim Zorn outside of Arrowhead Stadium. My sister and Dad took us to the game. Mom and Dad took us to the game. So, met him again when I was in my 20s.
When you guys were playing together? 2 Hall of Fame wideouts?
No, I was doing radio, a live remote at a sport memorabilia store. He was one of the athletes they brought in to do a grand opening, and got to interview him. He remembered the Kansas City thing, so we stood there and talked in between the broadcasts, the things we did on the air, and he gave me his business card, said let's stay in touch, signed a picture to Steve Largent, from Steve Largent, God bless. That's in my office. Dallas getting multiple opportunities here, but we haven't spoken in years.
I was going to say, I figured you guys are texting regularly now.
No. And 1 for McCade Brown.
Wow, long step through for Brown. He took some long strides, and it seemed like he almost threw it up over his shoulder because of the angle, how deep he was under the basket, but caught just enough of the window to go in.
And I mean this as a compliment. With his frame, it would seem really hard to be that coordinated and pull that off. But
yeah.
Athletic. I don't have size for him, but whoa, blowing past is Schwartz. I heard a horn whistle coming through. Under 45.
He had about enough space to drive a truck through that one.
Exactly. And now Brannigan Miller going to pick up a foul. Team fouls even at 4 apiece. 1-point lead for Dallas. They just can't quite pull away. Noah DeVico going to check in. Belichian will get a short rest.
Yeah, and after the Schwartz, I guess 5-point play, if you will, the Trinity Pacific is right back in and down just 1.
Nice move. Great power drive. Almost another. And 1 for McCade Brown.
Yeah, and for Miller, I believe that's his 4th. So he's either going to have to take a seat or be careful for the final period of play.
McCade Brown at the free throw line. Once again. Knocks that one down. One of the great gentlemen of the game headed our way. Going to give us his starting 5 for the next ball game. Coach Bialek of the Indianapolis Wildcats. Had the privilege of doing a couple broadcasts with him in previous tournaments. He's got a radio background, so we had some common ground there. He taught me a lot in a few games we did together. Floater will fall for Micah Schwartz.
And I don't believe it's a lefty, but that was a great left-hand layup.
Oh, yeah. He's solid both ways.
We may be heading to the 4th quarter with a 1-point game.
Nice lob underneath for Brown. A little too far into the basket. At the horn, 3-ball on the way. Won't fall for Myers, but he had a good look. 36-35, Dallas with the lead. 4th quarter coming up here from Central High School on YouTube.
They will tell you you're not tough enough.
Incredible, the fact that obviously, I mean, walking out of here.
You're not strong enough.
Says, let me have it. Whoa, no.
You can't get back up.
Yanni Rubens Barbosa.
You can't succeed. You can't win. You never ride the world's ranked sports. But I disagree. I'll tell you this. When you get back up, you will succeed. Yes, you can.
Sim, você pode.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Here we go, great ball game. Boys 16U gold ball. Showdown series, pool play. Both these teams want to finish strong. 16 fouls on Trinity. 3 ball off the front of the rim. Schwartz once again lining up, great pass ahead to Ezra Fekas.
Yeah. What a great guard Schwartz is. Just so effective on the dribble. He can shoot the ball, defend well. I mean, he can do it all.
You have to honor him wherever he is. You can't lay off. He'll shoot the 3. Good drive and 1 from McCade Brown. You can't guard him too tight because he'll just blow past you. You play off, he'll pull up and shoot over the top of you. He's a hard one to defend.
Meanwhile, it's been really hard for Trinity Pacific to guard Brown.
Oh my. Noah DeVico. Probably going to get called for this one. It'll send Ethan Maddox to the free throw line.
Oh, they switched it up and called a jump ball.
Wow.
I guess they said the ref on the far side angle saw both players' hands over and under the ball.
So great defense by Fekas there. Great go down to Balikian. That's that move down the left side of the lane we were talking about earlier. He got about 8 points off of that yesterday. Won't hit the 3 there. Bullard with the rebound. Thompson, who's got 2 points. We'll send it to S.J. Guess, who's got 6 as well, or 6 points. S.J., nice move inside.
Well, and you talked about it earlier, allowing the offensive player to spin baseline. I mean, again, you don't want to get too far underneath, but Guess did a great job of spinning baseline and putting it in.
Those of you watching, we kind of set this up for you. Trinity loves to use Balikian down the side as Jake Thompson hits a jump shot. They'll start him up top, and he'll slide down the left side of the lane. They'll try and get it to him by the time he gets to the block, and then he'll roll back into the lane and use the glass. Offensive foul. Balikian going to pick one up here.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a whole lot of contact there, but the ref saw enough of a bump or a little forearm shiver. That's going to go back to Dallas.
Trinity Pacific used that quite effectively yesterday to get themselves not only into the ball game, back into the ball game, but to surge ahead and get a lead. It was that combination of him and Schwartz doing what you've seen him do that helped him really turn the corner and build up a big lead yesterday and get to this ball game with a win. Jake Thompson now with 6.
He's starting to make his name known in the second half. I don't think he had any points at halftime.
Schwartz works off a screen from DeVico. 3 ball for Schwartz. No. Good position by Maddox. Great pass ahead to S.J. Guess. 10 points for S.J.
Yeah, tremendous vision from Maddox. Just running the floor. You run the floor, good things happen.
I just like to say SJ. That's a great name, SJ Guess. 46-37, Dallas building their lead back up. 4:24 to go here in the fourth quarter. Paul Gilmore, Steve Largent here inside of Central High School. We've said it a lot, and apologize if it's boring to you by now, but this is called the Pit. And from the camera angle you're looking at, that camera is positioned half court at the top of the gym, top row of the seats. And it's just an old school gym. You don't have individual seats. You have wooden slats, 3 of them, that make up a long bench row. And that's your seat. So really old school, really cool gym. You see the brick there behind the scorer's table. And on the other side, up, I don't know, what do you think, about 6 feet? 8 feet maybe? Maybe not that tall.
The windows.
Yeah. Around the top of the gym. So great atmosphere. You pack this place full and put the players on the court and make it really cold outside. It gets really hot in here, and you have the making for a great basketball environment.
Well, and they have your jersey hanging at Parkview, right?
No.
Okay.
My sister's, but not mine.
I figured you would have made a name for yourself here at the Pit.
No, well, not a good name. I played a couple here, but not 2 of my better games. Nice steal by S.J. Guess. He did that just for me, just so I could say his name again. Me and S.J. are just like this. We're buds. He come out of his shoe?
I think he did.
Uh-oh.
I think he had a blowout.
I'm going to resist the urge to talk about the blowout that happened on national television that made it a bad day for Nike not too long ago.
I was just about to go there as well.
Were you?
From here, I can't see, obviously, the
what
shoe
brand of shoe.
Yeah, they could be wearing New Balance for all I know, but doubtful.
Well, Zion's supposed to be back tonight. They're taking on Syracuse, 8 o'clock tonight. Duke is, and he's supposed to be back in the lineup. So
that's what's fun about being a basketball junkie. I was going back to the hotel and watching some college basketball games.
That's exactly right. There you go. Curl around 3 for Isaac Myers. That's his 4th. He's got 14.
Late night West Coast Conference games.
You betcha.
Just can't get enough.
Down in South Texas, that's about what we get. You get Texas, Texas A&M, and then all the West Coast stuff. Oh, he got away with it. No, he didn't either. SJ guilty of a shove off.
And I think Billiken did a great job of selling that. Or Belikian, sorry. Did a great job of selling that. I mean,
are you calling him an actor? Had the right idea. Belikian cut along the baseline. They're trying to get it to him for either a layup on the left side or a reverse.
Reminded me of the St. Louis Billikens.
Yeah. Myers wanted to curl for another 3, but it just wasn't there. Schwartz pass behind him, and it'll be a backcourt violation.
Yeah, it's tough for them to be able to afford those right now. Just 3 minutes to play in the game, down 8. Again, not to overstate anything, but the possession game is just so critical, and especially as you come down the stretch, you can't afford to just freely give the ball away.
Well, and Trinity's committed 9 fouls, so Dallas is going to shoot 2 no matter what the rest of the way. Schwartz will get the and 1.
He's made it happen. All day long, he's been making it happen.
10 points for Micah, shooting for 11 here. Under 3 to play. 5 team fouls for Dallas. Schwartz completes the old-fashioned 3-point play. Timeout, Dallas. 2:58 to go. 48-43, Dallas with the lead. We're going to take a break with them. We'll be right back here at Central High School in Springfield after this.
Real-Time Max is Real-Time's most powerful lotion. Real-Time Max delivers fast pain relief to persistent, intense pain, including deep muscle pain, cramps, and over 100 types of arthritis. Loaded with peppermint, Real-Time Max provides a powerful burst of fast, minty pain relief.
Final 3 minutes of this ball game. Traveled by McCade Brown.
Yeah, tough call as he was able to lay it in. He thought he had another easy 2, but 5-point game.
Isaac Myers has had a very nice stroke today. He's hit 4 threes. Here's a 3-ball from Crago. Won't fall. Good rebound by DeVico. Through the lane goes Schwartz. And Brown with the rebound.
We'll see how Dallas wants to handle being up by 5. Looks like Coach Hornden is telling them to make sure they pull it out.
See, just 5 points, that scares me. I'd keep the pedal going a little bit further. I'd dance with what got you here for just a little bit longer. Because 5 points can disappear in a hurry. Especially with Schwartz out there. There you go.
What a move by Guess.
That's SJ.
I was going to ask you, at what point would you consider finally just milking some clock?
Well,
I mean, obviously situationally,
seven to me feels different than 5, and you're a minute and a half now, so I'd be good with it here.
Yeah.
Next possession, but I thought they needed to be aggressive and get something out of that last one.
Right, and concurrently now Trinity Pacific has to think about if they want to start fouling or not.
Right. So I'm good if you pull it out here. 90 seconds, a lot different than almost 3.
Looks like that's what our friend SJ will be trying to do. Whoa.
He and Balikian hook up, and SJ hits his head there on the padding on that far wall. He's a little slow to get up. There's an old school basketball pad hanging in front of that tile wall, cement tile, and it's not much padding.
Nope.
I probably got more padding around my midsection than there is in that. What's behind the basket?
Well, it's been fun too watching the fans kind of beat on that all week long when they're down on that end.
Especially if they've got thunder sticks. Steal. Minute to go. Balikian doesn't appear to be in too big of a hurry. Now he'll speed things up.
You kind of need some sense of urgency here. You're down 7 with a minute to go.
Thought about the 3. Myers will dial it up. He's got 5 threes now. 17 points.
Long range specialist.
See, now you're just down 4. And
tipped.
Another steal.
And stolen by Balikian.
Balikian gets fouled.
And he's going to get free throws.
1 and 1. Clock stops with 39.8.
Wow. What a series of events.
Man, maybe I should start a coaching career. Nah.
Maybe you need to start a homeschool program down where you are.
Maybe. Maybe. Nah.
Down McAllen.
I'll just broadcast. Right? Yeah. McAllen Mission right there on the border. Been in the news a lot.
Well, you can get them in the news for the right reasons.
There you go. 3-point game with 39.8 to play.
Well, in all seriousness, not to take away from this sincerity of this game, we are certainly praying for the borders and everything that has to do with these situations down there.
Well, the way our country is divided and low levels of tolerance and all the anger and finger pointing, it's only God's grace that's going to change things. Yeah. And prayer is a timeless tool. It's as effective today as it's ever been. And that's about the only hope we really have.
Yep.
I'll end my sermon there.
Well, I was thinking about this earlier. It's fun thinking about a team like Rockford or some of the other teams that come from Wisconsin. They're about as close to the Canadian border as I am to the Mexican border. It's cool that we get to meet in the middle and play some basketball.
There you go. 2-point lead. Clock starts. Dallas going to have to be not too careful, but careful here, because they could end up trailing by 1 or a tie ball game. There's a backdoor cut. McCade Brown gives him 2 more to work with.
Well,
4 points.
Without a shot clock, that's the risk you take of not fouling.
Schwartz dials up a 3. Got it. Now, I'll point out an interesting note here. College basketball does this. Under a minute, The final minute of the game, ball goes through the net, clock has to stop until they get the ball back in. So that buys you an extra couple of seconds without having to use a timeout in that scenario.
Yeah.
You know, the clock stops and you can run the baseline until you get the ball in. The ball doesn't start again until it touches a player's hand. So this is big.
It is big because now for Trinity Pacific to foul, it will be a 2 shots.
Right.
But even if they make both, you still got a chance at a 3-pointer. It's still a 1-possession game.
And Dallas has got to go the full length of the court. So you get a steal here on your end of the floor. You get a 2, you're up 1. You hit a 3, you're up 2. Quick foul here. They can't get the steal on the inbound. And David Crago will commit the foul. So yeah, a lot of strategy left here with 17.8 to go. Free throws, kind of a big deal. Jake Thompson has hit at least 2 free throws. 2 for 2. And they are packed there in on the lane. Everybody wants this rebound after the second free throw. Thompson hits that one, makes it a 2-point game.
So I've seen this conversation in the NBA as well. If you're HSAA, do you foul to prevent a 3-pointer here?
I think so. I'm not opposed to it, especially if it gets in the hands of Schwartz or Myers. Timeout by Trinity. They trail by 3 with 8.5 to go, and I think if you can get the ball in, get a curl, and get Myers or Schwartz a good look at a 3, you let them take it. If not, then you get the fastest 2 you can. Maybe you get fouled. Maybe somebody diving for the basket, get it to them. They get fouled as they're shooting, and you go to the free throw line and get the 3rd point that way. Regardless, it's got to happen fast. I think it was you and I before talked about you got to come out of this timeout with options.
Right.
And I'm sure Coach Myers has got a few things up his sleeve that he'll try or tell them to consider.
I think my opinion on the fouling in this scenario for the Angels has oscillated over the years. I think now I lean on the camp of go ahead and foul. I mean, they've got to hit a 1-and-1, and then you still get to inbound.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely a tool that's been exploited, used very well. Schwartz going to work off a screen, try and pop out. 3 ball for Myers. Got it!
Time 3-pointer.
1.7. The clock stopped. Oh, wow.
Well, and I'm not saying that if they had fouled, they would have been a different outcome, but you would have prevented that.
Yep. Well, we talked about it. Either Schwartz or Myers, if you could get him a good look, and everybody's eyes were on Schwartz. You thought it was going to be him because he came off a screen himself, but Myers popped loose here in the corner and buried the 3. No hesitation, straight up through. And we got a tie ball game. We're going to overtime.
We get some free basketball. Well, it's all free because there's no gate fees.
I was just going to say, buddy, if you paid when you came in, you made somebody's day.
I will send my invoice to Ralph Flatt.
There you go.
He can also take care of the parking that I've been paying when I show up.
Oh.
Well,
NCHCLive.com will have this one archived when it's done, so if you know somebody that would enjoy a great basketball game, this is one you could point him to.
And if you're tuning in for the upcoming game, we'll have that after this overtime. It will be the 2A Gold Ball champion Wichita Defenders versus the 7A Gold Ball champion Indianapolis Wildcats.
5:37 now, so yeah, we're probably going to be a little bit behind.
Is that a 5:55 tip?
Yep.
Okay.
Supposed to be. So we'll start it over.
Just a 3-minute overtime.
Game dead even. We'll jump it just like we did to start the ball game. That's Ethan Maddox jumping against Noah DeVico.
If it's tied after this overtime, we go to penalty kicks, right?
No. No, you and I go down, and we settle it.
Well, if some basketball is good, more is better. So we've got 3 extra minutes of play.
It'll be Trinity basketball. Each team will get an extra timeout here in the overtime. Both had plenty left, so that's not really going to be a factor. Schwartz fakes the baseline. Balikian to Schwartz. Nice hesitation move, and Schwartz knocks that one down.
And you called it earlier. Again, when they had a 7-point lead, you said you would keep doing what got them there. They really slowed it down, pulled it out, and nice move by your buddy SJ. But again, 7-point lead dwindled just like that.
Yep. Too much time on the clock. The old Billy Joel song comes to mind. Don't go changing. To try and please me. Pull-up jumper
90s,
for
right?
Schwartz. 80s, 90s, somewhere there. Look at that. Schwartz gets 2 great looks and converts the second. Under 2 now. Trinity with their first lead in a while. Lob underneath for Thompson. He's good.
Well,
10
so
points
far,
for Jake Thompson.
28 minutes was not enough to separate these two teams. We'll see if another 3 can do it.
Meyer, who hit the big pull-up 3, short on that jump shot. Back to Meyer, jump stop in the lane. Schwartz will reset. I've just been sitting here thinking how fortunate, how blessed I am to be sitting here calling this game. How much fun it's been, how great the game is. Back and forth. Stopped in the lane. Got to get out, or a 3-second call. Deep 3 for Schwartz. He's feeling it. That's his second 3. Really kind of feel that way about the whole tournament, to be honest.
Yeah, and how fun of a game it's been. If I may say, it's been a little bit nondescript. Some of the other games we've had, that shot would have had the place going down.
Yeah.
But again, the fans in California are probably going crazy in their homes as Jake Thompson gets the HSAA crowd fired up. And we got a tie game once again under 30 seconds.
Thompson after that pumps his fist. Big shot, big time. Malicki and Meyer trying to get off a screen. Can't. Good job by SJ to cut him off. 14. We got a timeout taken by Trinity. I wondered if they would pull the trigger on one of those. I smell dinner.
Yeah, it's
Our engineer brought us food. Wasn't that nice?
That's so kind of her.
Man, she takes such good care of us.
Is that cake back there? Is that cake back there?
We get dessert too? Wow. Man.
Well, I heard Jeff Ford say he was going to treat us to some filet mignon after this.
Oh, well, it pays to be a broadcaster. Hot dog. We're just kidding. But we do appreciate Aspen and Taylor Rodbrock and Darren Wilkins and Jeff Ford and Brian Thompson and everybody who works so hard to put all this stuff together. It's amazing. You get it set up, you get it working, and the little things happen, and they've got to come back in and troubleshoot and resolve. And they're just so knowledgeable, do a great job keeping it all going. It's not just a simple plug-and-play deal. The internet is a volatile thing.
As we learned over in Parkview,
That's
when
a
all
fact.
of Facebook went down, which you would never expect.
I think Zuckerberg finally paid his bill and the light got turned back on. 12 to go. Here come the Crowns from Trinity Pacific trying to get a win here in overtime. Backdoor cut for Balikian, and it goes down. Timeout taken by Dallas. Wow, just like they drew it up.
Man, you can tell that play was drawn up straight out of the timeout, give and go. Balikian laid it up and in.
Well, and the great thing about that is we've been talking the whole game about him coming to the left side of the floor to use his dominant hand, but that time he reversed it. He was on the right side and totally took Dallas by surprise. They were not looking for that.
I think Coach Herndon is trying to figure out, are they going to be inbounding from half court because it's a full timeout, or if they still got to go the full length. And
I think they got to go the full length.
Yeah, I think so as well.
I see the official over here backing up. That's my only reason for thinking that.
Well, that certainly changes what you're trying to do. I mean,
Yeah.
at half court, you got time for a couple of passes before you get a shot up. But full court, I mean, you pretty much got to go Christian Leitner on it.
Oh, you didn't have to go there, did you? Come on, my sister's listening. And my dad, who are both big Duke fans. That's not nice.
It's a great game. Probably the greatest college basketball game of all time.
That's it. No filet mignon for you.
Yeah,
No cake either. You're done.
Yeah, I guess I'm fasting tonight.
Dallas will have to go the full length of the court. And they need at least a 2, maybe a 3. Oh, that's clever.
Yeah, they got it into Brown. Call the timeout on the high V logo, but it's still not half court. It's the ref spotting it where they called the timeout.
You're closer, though.
Yep. And you only took about, what, a second off the clock, maybe a little bit less?
Yeah, about 9/10, maybe. I think it was 3.6.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
we'll see what Coach Herndon draws up.
More. 1.1.
A great call from Coach Myers out of that last timeout to give Trinity Pacific the lead. We'll see if HSAA has an answer.
See, now, it was fairly easy to diagnose what Trinity might do to get a basket. I'm not sure what Dallas will do here. SJ's kind of been the go-to in the second half. Brown's had a good game. Do you go to a big guy, lob it up, and let them go up and get it? And then kick it down to somebody if they're open real fast, or shoot if they're not?
I was going to say, this is kind of another one of those debates where do you just go for the three-pointer, all or nothing? Or do you try and continue the game? And I mean, obviously you want the best shot you can get.
Yeah.
But do you draw up a three-point play to try and send your team?
SJ is going to come off a screen here. He'll get it top of the key, turn.
That's a pretty good
throw
look.
Up a 3.
No good.
Won't happen. And look at that. Trinity pulls off a 63-61 overtime win this afternoon. So the boys 16U gold ball showdown pool game goes to them. And they have 2 very nice wins on back-to-back days. I know they lost. You said they lost?
I believe earlier this morning they lost to Moni.
Okay. So they go 2-1. Congratulations to them. Coming up next, what should be a barn burner. A great game. If you can grab some snacks and a cup of iced tea or ice water or Pepsi or Coke, whatever your beverage of choice is, and sit down and enjoy this one. I don't think you'll sit much because they're going to be flying up and down the floor and making it happen. Wichita and Indianapolis coming up next here from Central High School on YouTube.